everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. My name is Meg. So here it is in the box. The box is a little bit big, but that is good because they seal all the palettes in bubble wrap. I already took mine off. So that's a great way for packaging to make sure it doesn't break. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys a description of these shadows. So the main thing about them is that they're 2.2 times larger than regular Morphe shadows. So I'll get into that and do a comparison in just a second. Now, they also have a double duty description on their website, so that means that these shadows can double as highlight and bronzers, which is also cool. So it says that Glazed is the fair to light skin tone highlighter, Crystal is the medium skin tone highlighter, and Dream is the medium to dark skin tone highlighter. And then to bronze or contour, you can use Creamer for fair to light skin tones, Frenchie for medium skin tones, and Mojo for medium to dark skin tones. And it says, pro tip, Glitz not only provides a pop of color for your eyes, it can be worked as a blush. So the first thing that I did after showing you guys that was that it does come with this clear plastic that has the names on it. So I just taped it to the top of the board so that way it still aligns with the colors. But this is what the palette as a whole looks like. I'm so excited for this Glitz color. It's honestly what drew me in to wanting this palette in the first place. And I don't think I said it yet, but this only retails for $29. So that's a lot of shadows for your money. Let's do a little side to side comparison with the Jaclyn Hill palette. So as you can see, this palette is definitely larger than the Jaclyn palette. And I would like to say that these are standard size for Morphe shadows. So you guys can see how much bigger the pans are. So I definitely already think that this is worth $30 if you're a beginner to makeup or you're trying to build your kit. I think that this could be a good staple. Now I will say that this Jaclyn Hill palette has it's my favorite palette that I own. The formulation of these shadows are insane. I know that there's a lot of mixed thoughts about Morphe, and I have to say I have a few of their other palettes, and I wasn't super impressed. Like the 35O, everyone hyped it up, but I wasn't terribly impressed with it. But I couldn't resist. They sold me on the Jaclyn Hill palette, and this I think it changed the game for Morphe. So I'm really hoping that the formulation in this 24G palette mimics the formulation in the Jaclyn palette. Fingers crossed, and let's get into swatching this. On my channel, I definitely like to do eye swatches versus arm swatches because you want to see how the shadows actually perform and blend out. For me, that's a determining factor if I want the palette or not. So I just take some concealer, and I'm just going to buff this onto my eye space. This is a Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And then I'm going to set it with my RCMA No Color Powder. And then I test the shadow out. So I'm going to be here for a minute, but for you, it'll only be a few seconds. I might actually try to swatch 2 shadows per eye just to save my eye from being rubbed raw from being cleaned every swatch. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. We'll see how it works out. Alright you guys, so I just did this eyeshadow look using the shadows, and I think I have a consensus for the review first impression on this palette. I feel like I used quite a bit. If I at least used half the shadows in here to get this look. I will have a tutorial on it coming soon, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. But I'm really impressed with the shadows. I would say that they're pretty much on par with the Jaclyn Hill formulation. I still like the Jaclyn Hill palette more than this one, but the formulation of the eyeshadows has improved significantly from the 35O that I got like, what was that, like 2 years ago when that came out. I was not impressed with it. I felt like the shadows didn't blend and it was rather dry. These shadows are very pigmented. They blend easily. They're super creamy and they're easy to work with. So if this is something that you guys had your eye on, I suggest you pick it up. It's well worth the $29, and this can last you a very, very long time. So I think it's worth the investment if that's what you would like to consider it. So yeah. That wraps it up for today's review. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this palette. If you guys still think like Morphe is overhyped, or like what your thoughts and opinion on the brand is. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.